because he's already lost it. Joseph. We don't know what's happened to Joseph. We killed a kid and put blood all over his coat and showed it, and Daddy thinks that he'd been killed, and we sold him into slavery, and we don't know what's happened of him. He just, look what we're getting ourselves into, okay? So the case was kind of building for the brothers there. And they knew not that Joseph understood them, for he spake unto them by an interpreter. So see, Joseph was even shielding his identity even by talking to somebody else. And he took Simeon and bound him. Verse 25, and Joseph commanded to fill their sacks with corn, and to restore every man's money into his sack, and to give them provisions for the way, and thus did he unto them. And they laden their asses with the corn, and departed thence. And as one of them opened his sack to give his ass provender, or food, in the end he espied his money, or he saw the money, for behold, it was in his sack's mouth. And he said unto his brother, my money is restored, and lo, it is even in my sack. And their heart failed them, and they were afraid, saying unto another, what is this that God has done to us? See, they knew they were being set up. They knew somebody put that money back in their sacks. The money that was supposed to be paying for the corn was bundled back into the corn. All the chariots of Egypt could be after them. They didn't know. See, can you imagine realizing you done messed with Egypt back in that day? So God's in the middle of this. We'll pick up this, and verse 25 is where we'll start next week. But we'll pick it up there. God's hands on all of this. You know, this isn't some fairy tale, because you can read it. Historians that tell you this story. The famine was real. It really happened. Egypt did bail out all the countries over there during that time. You can read that in history. Okay, you don't have to depend just on the Bible. You know, you get all these arguments about this is just some history, this is some folklore, some story that was told over years and eventually written down in the Bible. No, this really happened, and you'll find from other historical sources this famine happened, and it saved people from other countries. It was so big, the famine was so big, there was just multitudes that died on account of it. But those that could make it to Egypt were spared and fed. Okay, because of this thing. So God really did these things. These people really existed. These stories are so true. Okay, and when you look at the redemption plan of God for His people, to get that bloodline all the way through so Jesus could be born for you and me, it's all real. It's historical. It's fact. Okay. Does anybody have any comments tonight?